Red, red superfood. Oh yes, 4 a.m. I just finished clean, and I was eating two peanut butter organic toasts at the same time that I was doing this, making my shake. I still need to blend it. I have one that I put just in the shaker. This is after my training, and I got my purple tea right here. Like I can take a sip right now. Oh yes, but we are here with the red superfood. This is gonna be my first sip. It's all good and it's really powerful. You know why I was not able to take those powerful like herbs and like really rich nutriment before? um, because I was in a toxic body. I was not eating the right food. I was not drinking the right water. My pineal gland was full of fluoride. I was not able to be aware, be conscious of really what was going on. But eventually in my life, I realized that I was going nowhere, and I was going fast nowhere. So and it was affecting my health. I was eating Tim Horton, McDonald's, all this greasy food, 7-Up, Coca-Cola, a whole lot, lots of sugary stuff, but not the organic one. I did not know that organic exists at that time. But when I start doing my crazy sport, the freeline skate, at 29 years old, I'm 36 now, everything changed because finally I was doing things that no one else was doing. So I was outside of the box, outside of the matrix, but I was still on the other side cleaning the matrix. Um, but more and more I was falling in love with that sport. More and more life say, oh, is this really this you want to do, and it helped me discover who I truly was. And I found myself doing freelance skate in nature, and I start sitting down and just enjoying nature most of my days. And eventually I was just sitting there and I say, why not closing my eyes and do a meditation? But I never did that before. But I pick a technique from Infinite Water, and I start doing it. And at the beginning when I was doing the freeline skate, I was smoking cigarette, and I was still maybe drinking sometime, and I was changing my diet slowly. It was a long process. It was not like force, like now so many of you are awakening. Everything is so much fast, the awakening. That's what I've been noticing. Me, I have like all the time in the world to adapt my body to the new version of me, to the 5D version, because that's where we're heading. And the time is really now. That's what we experience right now. It's the downfall of the old world, of the third dimension, and the rise of the 5 dimension. And there is no coincidence that the 5G come out and the 5D rise at the same time. They knew that already then. Those who have all the wealth in the world, they have this information. So, but there is no coincidence, there is no hazard. Everything has its place in the great shift that we experience right now. Like when I awake, is because I was cleaning, and I was crawling on the floor. I was dropping like a fly. Suddenly, I was pushing my limits, but my heart was not in it. I was cleaning, and I was becoming more and more aware that, like, I was cleaning one day, the next day I come back and it was chaos. And I say, how come? I clean with good intention, but deep down I know that I was unhealthy, really, really unhealthy. And that affect, you know, because everything is energy. So if you watch this video, it's because where you are or where you see yourself in the future, it's gonna be a really healthy and non-linear way of living your life, in a disciplined way, where you get things done, but you are happy of doing it, and you are divinely guided. When you are divinely guided, it's like God have your back, is in your corner, and there is no fear. There is no fear, no doubt. Sometimes you don't know, but you know, and sometimes, like, because you don't know, you're like questioning what is happening. But this questioning period, it's only a transition to for you to eventually know, you know. So let me take one more sip. Okay, so I think this is really powerful stuff what I just share with you. There is transition when you reclaim back your health. Like when you start doing a sport, you are not like the top elite athlete at the beginning. You're gonna need to train. You're gonna need to be patient. You're gonna need to put, you know, the work. But it's not work. It's not a job. It's not just over broke. It's really you having a lifestyle. Like you love that journey. It's like an adventure, you know. So I know that all this cleaning that I do at my parents' house, eventually that's gonna pays off, you know. It's gonna lead me exactly where I need to be, in my own house, in my own temple, and everything what I experience here that I'm not happy with because my parents are toxic. This gonna be removed from my life, and I'm gonna be able to live in the fifth dimension in my house, and not just be in my room in the fifth dimension, and bring my fifth dimension wherever I go. Like, my temple is gonna be in the fifth dimension, and I'm gonna have my castle in the fifth dimension. I know that I put so much work, inner work, because it all start within. That eventually it's gonna unfold. You know, all the seeds that I plant. You know, spending so much time in nature, and going in the most rich environment that I can find in the world where I am, going in the mountains, you know, cleansing myself into source water, investing in all this organic supplement, nutriment, you know, with like there is like real seeds in it, like, and organic food, the real organic food, especially the fruit and vegetable. This have so much information in it. Like when you go in nature, the trees and everything, there is information in this. Like when you go into source water, and like you are aware that the source water that you drink and you cleanse your body, it's information. And like sometimes you got, after you taking it, you got right away a download of information, and sometimes this have ripple effect in the days to come, and you have like ha moment. Oh, I understand now, I got it, you know. And that's how I am able to do this video, without any script, and I did not know what I'm gonna talk about, but I know that you need to hear this. Um, these two past days, like if I think that Saturday was such a great, awesome day, well, Sunday blew my mind again, and life like to surprise you, especially when you have faith and you think that you already see the most beautiful day that you could experience. The like life will give you even more, but you need to invest, you need to take time. Like when I'm walking in nature, I'm not looking at the time, oh, I need to get out of nature. Okay, if I have an appointment or something, I understand, but like I try to really schedule my day that the priority it's nature without looking at the time, moving my body, because the energy, the information need to flow through your body. That's why when I was toxic, I could not have the information. And most of the information that I was able to have when I was toxic, it was when I was cleaning, but I was hurting myself in the process. It's not like when I'm running in nature or, doing my sport. This is organic. There is it's I'm not forced to do it for a paycheck. I do it because I love it, and I know that by doing this with an open heart, it come back to me like a cause and effect. And that's the kind of cause and effect that you want in your life. Like you show to life that's how you want to attract in your life. You do something because you really, really love to do, and you're not forced to do it. You just do it because it's your calling. And nature, moving your body, eating organic, doing meditation, this is like the blueprint of the 5D. It's where Earth is going right now. Oh, I know how I'm gonna finish this video. It's really important. We were in a phase of the yin yang, the dark side, for many years. I don't know how long. Google it. I don't know. But what is really important to know is that now the 5D is the white of the yin yang. That it's gonna be there for a long, 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 long time. Like as long as the dark phase of the world that we live in. This is the end of the old world. And the old world work always with illusion and veil. So the veil is lifted always a little bit more every day. And sometimes there is days that we feel like the old world is still really strong. But like what I've been noticing, because I'm traveling a lot, is like it depends on each section, each town, and depends how the 5G tower are placed in the city. And I receive information, and I it makes sense that this happened, but it's not really a good information. But the time that the school were closed, they put 5G in the schools. That's an informer that give me some information, and like I say, it makes sense because they don't want the new kids that are more awake than like I am an indigo. I'm born in 1984, but all the new children like born in the 2000, they learn and they are awake. They are not made the same way when they are born. So it's more easy to awake than those like me born in the 80s. I need to put this out there. That's why for me it's like always a battle to put things in place, especially when I'm not living in the right environment. And I am a Taurus ascendant Gemini, so my home, it's so important. But like I said, like if since I don't have my home, but I have in the past, but life bring me back here. Anyway, when I gonna have my other home, it's gonna be game over for the whole world. Like the end. So this is good news. It's coming, and thanks for your support. I really appreciate you for watching. It's important information that you need to know, even if you don't understand why you listen this till the end. Well, you're gonna go sleep. You're gonna go do your thing, and everything what I say to you gonna, your higher self will pick up on, and you're gonna be able to awake to a greater truth towards your day. That's gonna elevate your consciousness because you hear me say this. So there is hope because it's a part of the cycle what is going on. It's the end of the dark of the yin yang, and we go into the white. It's a cycle. That's what it is. And that's why it was kind of predictable. So beyond the curtain of what is going on, everything fall into place. You can see that, like the love always win. The new earth is rising. The fifth dimension, it's taking its place gradually as the dark of the yin yang fade away to move into the white. Everything highlight, everything become more clear, and we are able to pursue our goals and dream much easier. And people start awake around us, that gonna give us support that it was much needed. And more people gonna awake, more that the government gonna fall, and all the crap and all the laws that put into people. People don't gonna fall for those laws that take their birthrights away. People gonna reclaim back their birthrights, and they're gonna do them without hurting them and the people around them. Thanks for watching.